Yeah, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Mrs. Z and Fifth with your host, Zach Kius and the Fifth General. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Good to be here. Good to be here. Yes. Hell yes. Sure.
Last week we teased a subject.
Yeah.
And we were saying that we were going to talk about single mothers and daughters. No, older women and younger women being in the same dating pool. That would also include some single mothers and daughters, and we'll get to that part of it too. So let's break this down, right?
Yes.
And this is very possible once you pass the age of 18, although I don't want to go that young with this conversation.
Okay.
Not that I'm afraid to, but I'll give better context if I say, 25, right? 25 and up. I will give the mothers between 25 to 55 because there are mothers who are not 55 yet with 25-year-old daughters.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So this is appropriate. For ladies of the age of 25 to 55, are they in the same dating pool? Although they're not largely in the same dating pool, but depending on what the woman wants,
and
it could match up. Okay,
right.
So let's just do the non-related stuff, right? Non-related family members. All right. I'll get to the mother-daughter thing later with the article that I'm about to read.
Oh, okay.
Now, so here's the thing. Zacchaeus. Oh, wait, before I do that. If you are a 25-year-old woman who wants to get with a 40-year-old man, you would ask why? Well, because to her, she feels like, hey, this man is more established. Yes. He's got more money than the men that are known to be my age of 25.
Yes.
And I'd rather roll the dice with him.
Right.
45-year-old man, although maybe not necessarily trying to go that young, but he does because the 25-year-old woman is probably at her best. Well, into the development of the best part of her look. So he's probably thinking, hey, his ego boosted. Hey, this is a 25-year-old woman. I'm 45, and she want me.
Yeah.
And I still want children. Hey, why not? Right?
Why not? Yeah.
So then he dates her. Her 50-year-old, a 50-year-old woman can be into the 45-year-old man.
Yes. Yeah.
The 50-year-old woman, it's to be assumed that she has worked all this time and she's established herself maybe financially. If that's the only thing she focused on, God help her, because there's the internal aspect that she should have been perfecting too by the age of 45. Right. I would hope.
Right. Yes.
The 25-year-old is still developing. She's still impressionable as far as her mind, as far as learning things and wanting to learn. Yes. A 45-year-old woman at that point probably feels like she knows everything and don't want to learn nothing. 25-year-old woman who is assumed and perceived to be a little more, we'd hope she's mature, but not really, but has a willingness to play the role of possibly being a wife and cooperating with such 45-year-old man.
Yes.
It's perceived that she's willing to do that because she's the younger woman, so she's technically looking up to her man. Right? 50-year-old woman, even though he's 45 and they're only 5 years apart, it's not much of a difference, but she might feel like she want the guy, but she's like, you know what? I'm not going to listen to you like these young girls. Like, She may be set in her ways. More than likely, at 45, at 50, she's definitely set in her ways.
In her ways, yeah, yes.
50-year-old woman may have had kids, may have not, may have been married before, might be on her second or third husband. Who knows? 25-year-old woman, probably not, maybe not even had kids yet. Maybe not. Maybe not even dated a lot. Maybe not even maybe racked up a whole bunch of bodies sexually and got a high body count yet. Or maybe she did. I don't know.
Yeah.
50-year-old woman has lived a way longer life than a 25-year-old. So there's some, that body count, unless she was married to one person for, 30 plus, 20, 30 plus years, that's one thing. But if she had been single and non-married and hit 50 and ain't never been married, he don't know what this woman has had, experience, okay? Yeah. So her experience may be good, her experience may be bad. She may be scorned at 50.
Yes.
Some, not all.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. I'll give the benefit of the doubt and say it's a minority of women, not a majority of 50-year-old women, right?
Right.
So 45-year-old man weighs that into his factor. 45-year-old man finds 50-year-old woman still attractive, but he finds his 25-year-old woman more attractive and feels that he could have more time with her from a children perspective.
Of course, definitely, for sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, does 45-year-old man still want to change diapers? Maybe one more. 25-year-old woman might want more kids. Yes. It's possible.
Possible, yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, yes.
That's the foundation that I wanted to lay, that if the two women of the extreme ages or in between are looking for the same man, then yes, that does put them in the same dating pool. And technically, although the older woman may not feel this way, but they are technically competing for the same man.
Right.
Took a while to get here, but that's what I wanted to lay down.
Yes.
So my question, Zacchaeus, when I put it that way, do older women have to be concerned about younger women in the same, women younger than them, 15-year gap, 20-year gap, that the men that they want that are in the age gap may not be available? Do older women, have to be, do they have to be concerned or not? That's my question. Sorry.
There have some older women. Do they have to be concerned? It depends on her mental state. They have some older women that went through maybe marriage, and they just want to. Now they've been through marriage, probably been divorced already. It depends on the situation. They've been divorced already. They've been through the whole marriage thing, and now they want to live. Now they're just maybe they're gonna get a companion, but they're not sweating it like the younger women. The younger women, I believe it depends. I believe in the age of 25, if she wants to settle down, 25 and maybe 30, she's more looking for more like to get started with life, with a steady relationship, maybe kids in the future. But an older woman that's looking to date, I don't see them really like worried about them so much like that. And unless they're trying to keep up. Because they got some older women that try to keep up with the younger women. They try.
Absolutely.
50. Yeah. And they look and they get on the high heels, they got the nails going, they got the lashes going, they got the whole, and some of them look good. They got the hourglass shape and everything. They trying to go back out there and see what's out there.
Right.
Or they're going online. That's another thing too. They're going online. So at this day and age, in 2024, going on to 2025, I don't see a big concern with it because the only reason why I say that because of the technology aspect of it. Older women, younger women, they're going online. A lot of them are going online, but the younger woman, they could do like the two options. They can go out there, meet somebody. All the women too, not to say that they're out of the whole thing, but because of the cyber, the whole dating online thing and the meeting somebody online, they have that option. So the older women now, are they concerned with meeting the younger? Not really so much because they got some older women. Sometimes they're not. They got some older women I heard that I meet. They don't want a serious relationship anymore. Some of them don't want a serious relationship no more.
Can I help you with? I help you with this to help your point?
Mm-hmm.
It's not so much that I'm asking if they are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking, should they be concerned because of options?
Yeah. I don't think they should be concerned.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it could be concerned because you have to understand that if you're an older woman and maybe you dated a lot and maybe you got married, you've been through the whole routine of marriage, or maybe you've been single for a while and you did it for you been with somebody for a long time. And the only way an older woman would be concerned if she never went through a whole lot of stuff and she just put her career first. And now she's older, and now she's older now, and then she's trying to compete with the younger crowd, which is going to be tough for her because men go by looks.
Yeah,
they go by looks.
Yeah,
and the first thing they see is looks. They don't go by your character personality. They don't see your character personality. They go by how she looks. Now, if you're a 50-year-old and you look like you're in your 30s, you just got a little gray in your hair, but you look sexy. You can swing with a guy in the mid 40s and 30s. You can swing. You can. I mean, if you never got married and never been through all of that, you never been through the whole relationship thing. But I don't think they could be concerned. I don't think the older women should be concerned with them like that. No. You have
let's empathize with the older man for a second. And then I want to talk about the younger man who I did not bring up yet.
Yes.
The older man just wants a woman who, at this point of his life, he may have been married.
Mm-hmm.
And when I mean older man, I'm going to say between the ages of 40 to 60.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So let's 40 to 60, but he just wants a woman who's going to cooperate with him.
Mm-hmm.
The 40 to 60-year-old man is in the direct age would be 40 to 60-year-old women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The 55-year-old woman may feel like the 40-year-old man is too young.
Right.
The 50-year-old woman will look at the 60-year-old man, but what is the expectations of a 50-year-old woman for a 60-year-old man? That can cause some situations as far as what he's willing to deal with.
Right.
When a man gets between First of all, I'm like this now at 36, but when a man gets between 40 to 60, he wants a woman who's going to work with him.
Yes. Support him.
Mm-hmm.
Support him. Be by his side no matter what. Be by his side.
Agreeableness.
Agreeableness.
Mm-hmm.
No confrontations.
I don't know if agreeableness is a word, but agreeable is a word.
Agreeable. Agreeable.
Yeah.
No one. Someone that's easy to work with, compatible. No. Like I said, no argumentative.
Right. He's gonna want someone who's willing to, in a healthy way, yes, compromise.
Compromise, yes.
Right.
Compromise.
So
someone.
Yeah. If that 50 plus man can't find a 50 plus woman or a 40 plus woman that's willing to compromise, where does he go?
You know where he goes? He goes online and he looks overseas. And he looks at the Filipinos.
Okay, before we get to that, because that's a whole nother show. I'm just talking.
Okay.
In the land. Okay.
America. Okay.
He's going to look to see if there's a woman in her 30s who's willing to date the 50-year-old guy.
Yeah. And
there are women, I've heard it, that are willing to date the guy that old, but there's always conditions. Because the 30-something-year-old woman has no if the 30-year-old man, from a resources standpoint, had the same resources or more as the 50-year-old man, she'll go with the 30-year-old man.
She would.
The older woman, if she's looking younger, and she got that how Stella got her groove back mentality, she's looking at the 30-year-old man too.
Yes.
Yeah, some people say it was just a movie based off of a book, but that's some real stuff. You do got younger women out here.
Yeah.
20-year-old age gap dating.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody calls her a predator. They just call her a cougar, but they call the older man who gets with the younger woman a predator, a pedophile. How you a pedophile when a woman's 20 in her 20s? Stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But this is this is the kind of shaming tactic, gaslighting tactic that they say.
Right.
So now I'm gonna throw it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
What is the mindset of an older man who can't get cooperation from the women in his age group? Where does he go?
You know where he looks?
Mm-hmm.
He may look at a younger woman.
Yeah.
He may start looking at younger women. Why? Because he feels that they're young, and he has more. He can make him feel young while he is with her. Right. Make him feel young. Make him have another wind of life again. Make him be like, wow, she wants me. She make me feel really good. She talks to me. She gives me companionship. She's youthful. She made me doing things I haven't. She made me do things I haven't even done, in like 20 years. She's taking me to dance with her. She's doing things in the bedroom that she's making me feel like I'm starting life all over again.
You know what? Shut up.
I'm 55 and up.
A round of applause for that woman. I'm being cynical, but no, I hear what you're saying. Okay,
because we got some men.
Yeah, but that man gets shamed for it though. Okay, what you said, and I'm gonna throw it back to you. I'm not taking over. What you said, that man gets shamed for it. Let a woman say that young man got her groove back. the girls will be saying, go on, girl.
Yep. You go, girl. Yep.
Have fun with that young man.
Exactly.
She's not shamed for that.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, she's celebrated for that.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, that's facts. That's facts because an older man will get heat if he goes with somebody in their 30s or early 40s. He'll catch heat, or maybe somebody in the late 20s. He'll catch heat. What are you doing with that young girl?
20-year difference.
You need to be with a woman your own age.
Right.
They'll tell him that. The only downside, because I know a story, the only downside of an older man being with a younger woman. Now hear me out, y'all. The only downside with an older man being with a younger woman.
I got the bomb ready.
If she gets pregnant, right? She may get pregnant, right? And let's say, God forbid, she decides to say, you know what? I'm tired of him. She breaks out. That 60-year-old man is going to wind up at his age, or 50, 55, paying child support.
Oh, shoot.
That's the only risk that an older man has to deal with when he deals with a younger woman, and you're doing all the youthful things that a man that's younger would do. But if you're older and you deal with a younger woman, that's the only thing that you have to think about. Because let's say the reason why I'm saying this, because it happened to somebody I know. Man is like 60-something years old. Still, he's 67 or something like that. Imagine that. You're 60-something years old and you're paying child support for a woman that's just 30 years old. She had a baby. You had a baby with her, but all of a sudden now she decided to say, I'm leaving you. I don't want you no more. And this and that. And then all of a sudden now you're 67 years old and you're paying child support like you're 30. No, because of that, if you don't have a pension, and let's say you drive cabs for a living, or you have no city city employment, like heavy, like let's say you work for transit or you work for TSA or something like that, with a heavy good pension, or they'll squeeze every child support money from you, and you'll wind up being 60-something years old paying child support. You have to work for the rest of your life until that person is 21. That child is 21. Ugly. But that's the only thing. But other than that, that's actually a big thing. But
yeah, that's actually a very big thing.
Yeah. Other than that, some older men, some of them like to go with younger women to make them feel fresh, makes you feel like the song, like from from Outkast, make me feel fresh.
Just so fresh and clean, so fresh and so clean. Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. That's my group right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, well, I'm gonna follow what you said by asking you a question. So at what age should a man give up the thought of having children, then, if that's the case? To avoid what you just said.
Yes.
That could happen. Because, man, you put some thought in my head, because I ain't even as wise as I claim to be.
Yeah.
But I'm always open to learn. I would have thought of something like that. I don't want to be paying child support and I'm 80. You know what I'm saying? So at what age should a man say, you know what? I'm not having no more kids, because that option you said.
I think a person should stop at least 42. The only reason why I say 42 because
dang, I'm almost there.
The reason why I say 42 because
I'm not 40 yet. I'm playing. I know. I'm playing. I'm still under. Like I said, I'm 36. But go ahead. Yeah.
You don't want to be 50
Yeah.
and having to run after kids that's 10 years old. Kids have a lot of energy at 10.
Yeah.
And you're 60 years old. Unless you're working out, unless you're doing that Viagra and working out and doing all that stuff at age 60, kids have a lot of energy at age 10. They have a lot of energy. They want to go here, they want to go there, they want you to go to the park with them, want you to play basketball with them, and then they want you to do all the things normal kids at age 10 want to do. Yeah. You don't want to be age 60 running after no 10-year-old. It has to be like that's his son. By the time that kid is 20, you're 70. You better be a healthy 70.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of things you think about is like, oh wow, if this happens, this case. And those are the only risky things when it comes to dating somebody that's a younger woman,
right?
A much younger woman. That's it. And this is why my suggestion would be for a man to date somebody a little close to his age, or a woman that already had kids already, that's older, the kids are grown and out the house. So now you two can enjoy each other's company. But when you deal with a younger woman now, she has a lot of energy. She's gonna want to go out. She's gonna want to, unless you can keep up with her. But some men, they like that. Some older men, they like it. They don't mind partying with a younger woman. They don't mind going on date and spending money on a younger woman. They like that. They don't mind. But she goes out and she wants to have fun, and she wants to go to the club late, or she wants to go dancing late, and she wants to do things that a younger person usually do to have fun. And you say, I'm tired, my back is aching me, I can't do this. Oh, I like staying in the house and take a rest. I thought you was gonna cook for me. I thought you was gonna stay home and cook a nice. Oh, my back is hurting me. Oh, I gotta stay home. I thought you was gonna cook for me. Oh no, wait a minute. I gotta. Can you please rub my back? Oh, you know what? There, can you pass the Bengay? I'm a little achy, a little there. We went out. Listen, I need to get my sleep. Listen, I ain't young like you. I ain't no 30-year-old. I ain't staying out until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I gotta get my sleep. And this is how a lot of older people talk like that.
Yeah.
Or the conversations. Let's talk about it. Conversations. You have two different generations, two big gap generations.
Okay.
Girl from and men that are older than Generation X, and you got Generation Z. Older than Generation X, and you got Generation D. He might be closer to a baby boomer. Oh, that's old. That
is old. That is old.
I would say generation a little older than Generation X, 55.
Well, I'm Gen Y.
Gen Y, okay.
So Gen Z is after me.
Gen Z is after you, yeah.
So
you're Gen Y. Let's say, okay,
yeah.
Gen Y. Let's go to Gen Y to
Gen X would be, I think you, Zacchaeus.
Yeah, 50 and up, right?
Let me do this for the audience real quick. I'm glad you mentioned that. So I want to get it right. There's a graph. Okay, so baby boomer is 50. Yeah, you ain't there yet. 56 to 75. Gen X is 41 to 55. Millennial, which is also known as Gen Y, 26 to 40, which is me. And then Gen Z, the oldest they are, is 25 at this point. So the verdict is still out on Gen Z in terms of families because they're still very young. But they could probably start it because 18 to 25, they started families already. Then they're young. But you're talking about a Gen X with a Gen Z. Yeah. So we're talking about a 40-something-year-old man with 18 to 25-year-old woman.
Now, a 45-year-old can hang.
For how long?
A 45-year-old can hang with a 25-year-old.
Okay, so then in 5 years she turns 30 and he turns 50.
Yeah, they can hang because the only reason why I said it because 45 is they're not old like that. They're not like they're still considered kind of like young, a little young, so they can go out.
Yeah,
stay out late, hang out late. They can do what they can. A 45-year-old can stay out late and party with a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
Although if he likes younger music, that's a thing. The music that she likes listen, she may like listen, or she might be an old soul and like listen to the old school stuff like the 80s and 90s.
Oh yeah,
those dudes.
That's me. I'm the old soul.
Yeah. Because dudes that are like 45 and up, they love 80s and 90s joints. They like that. So a 25-year-old might be like, oh, that song is old. You like that old stuff. And he might be like, listen, I came up in the 80s and 90s. That's the New Jack Swing is my sound. I like Belle Biv DeVoe. I like
Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat, Bobby Brown. I like those. Yo, that's my stilo. You know, shoot, Teddy Riley. I like that. I like the Teddy Riley New Jack Swing stuff. You know?
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got the bag.
I like sensitivity. Ralph Tresvant. You know,
yeah.
Or Johnny Gill. Or exactly. I like that. Oh, girl, you know it's true. I like that music. You know?
Blame it on the rain.
Oh man, you went way back. Yeah. I like that stuff, you know, and she might be like, oh, that sounds too old. She might like the Nicki Minaj. She might like the
freaking Cardi B. Sexy
Taylor,
Red.
Cardi B, Sukihana, Thames, you know, Afrobeat stuff. She might like that. She might like that stuff. And you're like, yeah, no, that's that new school stuff, and you know, that's that new school. She might like Lizzo. That's that new school.
So you're naming things that the older woman and the younger man.
No, the younger.
Sorry, the older man and the younger woman
right,
could have in common.
Right.
They're not going to have a lot in common, but like you said, if they're old soul, well, okay. Mm-hmm. I've heard a lot of opinions. This is going to also help your point.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to say a little bit on this. I've heard a lot of opinions. I've heard women give their opinion, which a lot of that, if they're gonna gaslight you, then their opinion don't matter. But for the mature woman, they have said, let the woman get 30 years old, and it's fair game. When they mean by fair game, they meant that she could go from 30 to 80. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they meant.
Yes.
They didn't agree with the 20s. They didn't agree with the 20-year age gap if the woman is still in her 20s, but they made concessions for women who are in their 30s. They said a lot of women said, once y'all hit y'all 30s, fine. But it's hypocritical because those same women will say, well, women mature faster than men, which is a crock of BS. Okay.
Well, now, I would like to get into that.
Before you do, this is on topic. I'll give it to you. Pause. Okay. Mature faster means more from a biological aspect. So women mature faster from a biological aspect and an attention deficit aspect. That's it. Not knowledge, not wisdom.
Right. Right.
The man may not be able to sit still yet, as opposed to the woman who sat still first.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that she's mature, right?
Right.
Women will say that in one breath when they're trying to shame the younger man or the man their age. And they'll say, oh, a 25-year-old woman is they'll say the 25-year-old woman is too good for the 25-year-old man because she matures faster. But then let that 25-year-old woman get with a 45-year-old man or a 40-year-old man, then it's, wait a minute, she's still immature. Which one is it? Pick a struggle. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them credit when the benefit is to make the man look bad, but then you're not going to benefit them when the credit is to make the man look good. You won't do that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's a problem right there. You got to pick one. Now, back to what you was trying to say about the whole mature faster thing, because I think you had a point on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been hearing that over the years. I've been hearing that, but I was told that I heard that over the years. And my thing is this. Now, when it comes to some women, some young women make some, you want to know if they were thinking. They make some silly mistakes. I mean, I think the decision making is off. Yeah. Because
at any age.
Yeah, and they're of age at 25, 26. But yet she wants to. But let's think about it, because
okay,
she wants to go with a guy that's been locked up many times.
Oh,
right? She sees a man right underneath her nose that's don't have very minimal drama in his life, but yet she wants the dude that has a whole lot of drama. What I mean by drama, he's been locked up several times, he's into crime, but yet you find him sexy, you find him attractive. But yet they say that the woman matures faster than the man. Yeah. Now, some women, as soon as they date a guy, and I've seen this already too, as soon as they date a guy, they get pregnant right away. Every guy that they date, they break up with, they get pregnant. They're always getting pregnant by, and now they have kids with 4 different men or 3 different men.
Jesus Christ.
Why? But yet they say women mature faster than men. And when it comes to some women, when it comes to logic, you want to know is like, wow, did you thought when you just decided to go with him? Or did you think you were going to make him better by you dating him? He just played out a woman that you know and cheated on her, and he has a cheating record, but yet you find him, but yet you still go with him. You think by you going with him, you'll make him change because of you? Think about it. But yet they say women mature faster than men.
Well, by that logic, right? Since women brag about maturing faster than men,
yeah,
then why do we have all these paternity tests saying that the man is not the father?
Checkmate.
Hello. Boom. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. That's
simple question.
Simple question, yeah.
Because wouldn't that mean, with all this college education that they like to brag about them being the most educated, when really they're just the most student enrolled.
Right, that's all
because their degrees that they're getting don't contribute to the same things that the men contribute to in society that they're going for and graduating with. So why is it that we still, after all the TV shows going back to Phil Donahue, going all the way back to that, Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Oprah, Oprah, when she first started.
Yeah.
This is before podcasting and all these modern women talking now, but back then, women were beating up on men about being no good and all that, but they were bragging about maturing faster, so that means that you should have been better pickers of men, right?
Remember this? Hand me the yellow envelope, please. Envelope, please. We'll find out. With the paternity test. Envelope, please.
Yep.
You are not the father. And then you cry. You are not the father. 5 guys. You are not the father. You are not the father. You are not.
Well, maybe some women mature faster.
Yes.
I mean, maybe that's what it is. To be fair, maybe some women mature faster, and those women and those women have made better decisions and pickers of men. But at the end of the day, women don't pick in the context of getting on one knee and proposing. Women do not pick men. Men pick the women.
That's right.
And if older women are throwing their hat in the ring of getting with men who are from the ages of 25 to 55, then they are running into those women who, like you said, look good from their hair to their feet, trying to get that man with the resource, because this is not for the average man. This show, and I'll get to why I said that. What I'm talking about is not for the average man, because women have no problem. Wise women have no problem getting good, average earning men of their age group. Mm-hmm. But that's not what they want. Not all of them, but that's not what they ideally want. We're talking about they want these top percent dudes.
Yes.
And so they're disregarding the other men in their age group. They're like, nah, because I want him. I don't want to work no more. I want to be a stay-at-home wife, and he don't have enough money for me, so I don't want him. I don't want to have to still work a 9 to 5. I'm 40 years old.
Right.
Really?
Right.
So then if the man already knows that at 50, then if he knows that he's going to get a woman who only wants to be a stay-at-home wife, then he's going to get the woman who's younger, who don't come with the same baggage.
Yes.
Hello, is anybody there? I mean, I don't understand why that's not understood. Lady, if you present yourself as a good woman, 40 plus, you're going to get the right man. I didn't say the rich man. I said the right man.
The right man, yes.
You'll have no problem if you come with the intentions of, I'm here to serve. Marriage is about a service.
Yes.
It really is, biblically. Right? Both men and women, when they want to get married, there's a service on both sides.
Yes.
On both sides.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So, this is why. Now, older women would say that they have a problem with the younger woman trying to get the top guy, because they know that the top earning guys are older guys anyway.
Right.
You don't have a whole bunch of money in your 20s and 30s.
No, you don't. No,
you have some men and women too Because women like to act like they got it all together at 30.
Yeah.
You got men and women who are still trying to get it together in their 30s.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yes. Oh yes.
But the man doesn't fault the woman for that though. How about that?
No.
Go ahead, Zacchaeus.
No, because when you hit a certain age as a man and you ain't get it together, it's almost like the shame.
Mm-hmm.
You're being shamed for that, because it's like they look at you, and now all of a sudden when you tell them that what you do for a living, they look at you like, oh, that's what you do for a living. It's like oh, I don't want to get with you. So they have this delusional mindset that, and this is why a lot of them are single, because the delusional mindset sets in, and they're not willing to go hand in hand. The Bible talks about a helpmate, and they're not willing to be a helpmate. They want you to come with the bag. So they have this delusional mindset that, oh, well, I don't want a hard worker. There's a woman that I see recently on YouTube that said she don't want a 9-to-5. She doesn't want a 9-to-5. She wants a man to make a whole lot of money. She don't. If you're a 9-to-5, she ain't talking to you. And you ask her what's the status, probably close to pushing 40, and she's still single. So they have a delusional mindset that, oh, one day Prince Charming is going to come sweep me off my feet and give me all the luxury in the world, and I don't have to really work so hard. It's a delusional mindset that keeps people single. And that's a fact.
You know what? I'm going to get to this article, but before I do, I want to help your point.
Yes.
Remember, we did a show about Ebony K. Williams last season.
Yes, we did.
Back when Ayanna was like, "Would you date a bus driver?"
Yes.
And then Ebony said, "If he owns the bus, if he owns it,
bus, right?"
She's 40 years old, sir. Right?
Yeah.
This woman is basically she doesn't speak for all women who are 40. To be fair, but she is one of those who still wants the top guy. Right? She still wants the top guy. And she doesn't realize that she is in the same dating pool as a 20-something-year-old version of her.
Right.
He's going to pick the 25-year-old version of Ebony K.
Yes.
I kind of hope he doesn't, because if her mindset was like that back then, Lord help us. But in the looks department, because Ebony K looks good. That's a good-looking woman.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's not a looks issue. You know, it's not, I think my camera went out. It's not a looks issue.
Yeah.
With Ebony K. It's a mindset. Right? And she still thinks she can still get the man that she probably could have got when she was 15, 20 years younger. You know what I'm saying? Or at least 15 years younger, because she's 45. Yes. Right? Mm-hmm. 40. So that same man she wants is either going to be a 40-year-old man or he's going to be 50.
Yeah.
He has the pick of the litter because women have all came together. I didn't cause this. Don't get mad at me. But women have all came together, and they said they want the resources.
Mm-hmm.
Their hypergamous nature said, we want the man who's 6 feet and up, mm-hmm. and who has X amount of dollars. Y'all made that decision. Y'all said that that's what y'all wanted. You know what I'm saying? Y'all made the decision. Y'all said that's what y'all wanted as far as financially. Okay? Y'all made songs about it. Ain't nothing going up but the rent. Ain't no romance. Without finance. You gotta have a JOB if you want to get with me.
get with me.
You know, what's the other one? I don't want no scrubs. This was in my time.
Yeah.
You know,
can get. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that, or what's the other one? Can you pay my bills? Can't pay my telephone bills.
Yeah, Destiny
Can't
Child,
pay my automobiles. If not, then baby, we should chill. Get the heck out of here.
Yes.
And a lot of those women, not Beyonce, but a lot of women sung along with Destiny's Child, and they sitting up there the same age as Beyonce with no man in sight.
Facts.
Meanwhile, Beyonce got cheated on, and she's singing songs like "They don't love you like I love you." Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Why has that changed?
Yo,
ain't no more to the left.
Oh yeah.
Everything you owe me on the box to the left. What happened? What happened in that, Beyonce?
Exactly.
You know.
Hello.
But Beyonce is the same woman that sung a song and said she wanted soldier.
Oh yes.
That took precedent over I can have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, he'll be here in a minute. You must not know about me. No, Beyonce, I must not know about you. Yeah, that's you must not know about me. You must not know about me.
I can have another you in a minute. Yeah.
But what happened? She sat up there, and we had the elevator thing, and she went right on back to her husband, and Jay-Z got the last laugh. Okay? He ended up getting the last laugh. I'm not here to beat up on Beyonce. Sorry.
Right.
I actually respect them. I joke, but I respect them. But the point I'm making is that you had women repeating jargon that has wasted so much of their life. It became their Bible.
Right.
And now they're on the internet, sad, upset, lonely, that the man that they felt like they thought they can get, they didn't get him. They didn't get him. Or some of them, quote unquote, settled and compromised. No, you didn't settle. You got what you was qualified for. There you go. Okay, go ahead, Zacchaeus.
Hello.
And then I'm gonna get into this article, and we're gonna end off the show. But go ahead, Zacchaeus.
Yeah. So it's like this. Some women, it's like they think that it's gonna come to them because they think they're gonna get it because they feel it's good. They just and they push everything and I'm gonna just say this true. It is true. Sometimes God put somebody right there in their path.
Yeah.
But you know what they do?
What's up?
Oh, he ain't got no money for me.
Mm-hmm.
And the man is working. Doesn't say he's not working, he's working. And the man has progress. He's doing things to enhance himself. It's called he's doing things for growth. He's doing things to reinvent himself. But you know what they do? I'm not looking at him. I don't want him. And guess what? They hit age 40, 45, pushing 50, and they're bitter.
And they asked this question. And they asked this question, Zacchaeus. They asked where all the good men go.
I beg your pardon.
That's right. That's what they do. I beg your pardon. Where all the good men go. They're right in your midst. But you know what you do? You turn your back on them. You diss them. You push him aside because he's not one of the men in your dreams. You know what I'm saying? He's not Denzel, yeah, or The Rock, or somebody coming with a whole bag of money, just to pamper you and to sweep you off your feet. You don't want to work. You don't want to work with nobody, and that's what keeps a lot of young women single, man. They're just living in the world of delusion, living in the world of make believe. Follow the yellow brick road. That's it, man. And then next thing you know, and when they follow the yellow brick road, yo, time flies. And you know it and I know it.
Yeah.
You're 20 today, 25 today, and you're 50 tomorrow. Time flies. I know what I'm talking about because I'm talking from experience. Time flies. I remember when I was turning 25. I remember my birthday when I was turning. I was 24, going on 25. I remember that day very, very clearly. I can see it right now. I remember that day very clearly. I had hair. I was young. I had hair and that flat top kind of, that fade. And I was young. And then next thing you know, that was back in 98. Next thing you know, I'm that age. I'm that age right now. I'm like, where did the time go? So young women, this is for you. If you think
it's a lesson for you. If you God is tugging at your heart that maybe this might be the one, or that man is looking at you like, and you have a chemistry, compatibility, and all the signs are there, but you push them away because you have styles. What I mean by styles, you're looking at the pockets. You're looking at things that you're not even looking at his character. You're not even paying attention to his character. You're looking at how much he's making now. He may have a decent job. He's making average salary. Not a rich man, he's making average salary, but he's trying to advance himself, but you're not looking at that. And you know what you do? You pass him along, and then you get with a bad boy. It gets you into all type of things that you didn't think you would be doing. Watch the show called For My Man. Things that you didn't even think you was doing, you're doing. You're like, the bad boy got you into it. But you know what? The guy that you passed up, he maybe was too boring for you, or he didn't come. He has minimal drama in his life, but you want to do that's you want either you want the bad boy, or you want to do that delusional thinking that you want to do with a whole lot of money, come with a whole lot of money. Well, guess what? That guy with a whole lot of money, you're not the only woman he's courting. He got a whole lot of options.
You got a lot of options, and guess what, honey? You're not the only one. Okay? You're not the only one. Sorry to bust your bubble. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. Well, or you want the bad boy that has all type of drama in his life.
Well, there's a lot of them, sadly.
Yes. And you get caught up all
but there's no drama. Future. There's no future with them, but go ahead.
You got no future.
Yeah.
He get in trouble, and now he gets you into his drama.
Yeah. And now you in trouble.
And now you're getting locked up too. You throw away your life.
Yeah. I'm gonna read this article.
Yeah.
Still in the same subject, but this time it's mother and daughter.
Yeah.
This is an article in the Shade Room. Ashley Burgos, the daughter of Bernice Burgos, with her fine self. She's wait a minute. Okay. Bernice Burgos is, she said it's on the Lip Service podcast, Angela Yee's podcast.
Okay.
Ashley is 27. 27's a good looking. I'm sorry. Ashley's a good looking woman too. Don't get me wrong. The mother fine, she fine too. Ashley's 27. Bernice is 43. But still looks good, right?
Right.
Bernice used to be a video vixen.
Whoa.
Okay, so all those video vixens got kids now.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them, but
majority.
Some do, right?
Yeah.
And their daughters are now adults. So the same video vixens we saw back in the 90s and 2000s, okay? She said, this is Ashley, quoted, "Guys be trying to talk to me and my mother. It's so weird. And before I write back to a guy, I got to go to her DMs first just to make sure we straight and we good over here."
Wow.
Now, that's not every mother-daughter story.
No, it's not. No.
But the fact that that is one goes to our whole main topic of women of the extreme ages being in the same dating pool. But can I give better context? That's because the guys that Bernice goes for, intentionally, she goes for them if they got some bread, of course. Although she got money of her own, they are the ages that would go after her daughter. So that's why they run into that's why they're running into that. And these are guys, these are younger guys too. These are not just 50-something-year-old guys. These are 20-something-year-old guys who are her age who want her mother because the mother fine and she's 43. And you know what? I'm gonna be very candid. I mean, me personally, and this has always been my thing since I was a teenager. I've always liked older women. So I mean, I get it. I get it.
Right.
But I've become more realistic in my days, you know. Once I got in my 30s, that is, but well, mid 30s. I'll just say 36 because. Well, anyway, enough about me. Because I still like older women. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's
43.
You like older, bigger women. Yeah, that's your preference, you know.
No, man, if you don't
buttermilk biscuits,
bigger women. What? I don't know about that last part. You funny. 43. I'd go after 43. I ain't gonna hold you. But anyway, so that's an example. And before I let you go, another example I brought up, although they didn't say anything. But you have Evelyn Lozada, my favorite basketball wife. Well, her fine self.
Evelyn Lozada?
Oh, yeah, I love Evelyn. Evelyn is my favorite. And then you got her fine daughter, Shanice Hairston.
Yeah.
Evelyn Lozada is, I'm looking up her age as we're doing this. Evelyn Lozada is 48.
Oh, 48 already?
Yep. And Shanice Hairston is 30. I'm pretty sure there's a men, who want to holler at both of them.
Yes. Yeah.
Because the mother's single, she's not married. If you're married, you're married, you're not in the dating pool. Right. Well, you better not be. Right. But if you're not married and you're still pursuing to date, that will put you in the dating pool.
Right.
And she's and like I said, Evelyn is 48 years old. Her daughter's 30.
Yeah.
Okay, and they both fine as heck from top to bottom, and I mean top to bottom. Okay, so I can understand why a man would want to holler at them, and I can also understand why a man wanted to holler at Bernice Burgos and Ashley. I understand from an attraction standpoint.
Right.
Should they be dating the same men? No.
Right.
They shouldn't. But you have older male, younger women relationships going on publicly. I mean, you got Lori Harvey. She was with Diddy at some point, and was with Christian, the son. Ain't that crazy? Right. And you got a young Miami, good looking woman. She with Diddy now, and Diddy's in his mid-50s.
Right.
And she's like 34, 35 years old. She's my age group.
Right.
When I was a kid in high school, college dudes was picking up 14, 15-year-old girls. And I'm like, yo, leave them for us, man. We teenagers.
Right.
This is the kind of stuff I saw all the time. You saw it in your time too. I know you did.
I did. Yes, I did. Yeah. So
this is the kind of stuff that happened, and maybe some people didn't bat an eye, and some went crazy. Didn't bat an eye, did bat an eye.
Yeah. Yes.
But this is the kind of stuff that happened.
Oh yeah.
You got when online dating, right? I'm gonna admit something. Excuse me. I'm going to admit something on the air. I'm not on any dating websites anymore.
Whoa.
No, okay. I'm not. I'm not. Well, that's not the punchline. But I don't have a dating profile anywhere.
Right.
I did that 3 years ago. Okay. Well, we're in 24, but I think you know what I mean. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but when I was, you know what I would put in the age range, brother? And at that time I was 34.
Yeah.
33.
Yes.
I put the ages 25 to 50. Did you hear what I just said?
25 to 50?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to hit the applause, but yes, I did.
Wow.
25
50
to 50. You know why? Because I'm attracted to maturity.
Hello. Okay.
And I wanted to get an Evelyn Lozada.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, other people heard that and was like, what's the max you put? I said 50. They was like,
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have shot my shot at women.
Right.
Ooh, never mind. One I can't say. Anyway, but there were women, and I was 30-something at the time. So I was trying to see what was good under me, and then I was looking at over me. Right? I don't feel that way now.
Yeah.
I'm 10 down, 10 up. 10 years down, 10 years up.
Yeah.
Realistically. But back then, I was trying to bag a lady in her 40s, man.
Wow.
Word up. So that's why I put 25 to 40. And
Wow.
I've shot my shot at women in their 40s.
Wow.
You know, when I was in my younger 30s. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was doing it in my late 20s. But anyway, I'm talking too much. But the point I'm trying to make is, I am the guy who was in his mid-30s, who had no problem with the dating pool ages of 25 to 50. I'm just saying I had no problem with that. So I could relate to the men who want these women.
Yeah.
They just so happen to be mother and daughter. The ones that we named.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But, they're both attractive. The mother's fine. The mothers are fine and the daughters are fine. And they both are public figures.
Right.
Okay? Now, Evelyn Lozada, to be fair, is not looking in the same dating pool as Shanice.
Right.
She has not made that public.
Right.
That I know of. But if there's a man who is 40, he's only 10 years older than Shanice, who is 30.
Mm-hmm.
10 years is... Ain't nobody got a problem with 10 years.
No.
Okay. And within the 10 years up is Evelyn Lozada, who's 48. So 10 years under, 10 years above. He could go after Evelyn Lozada and go after Shanice. He's only 40.
Right.
And Evelyn's 48. Now, it would be up to Evelyn Lozada or a woman of her age at 48 to say, I don't want a 40-year-old man. He's too young. I'll leave that for my daughter.
Right.
That would separate the two of them. That would separate the two of them.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Bernice Burgos, 43. I mean, she'll date a guy who's in his 30s.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who's trying to holler at the 27-year-old daughter. And that age is normal. He could be 37, she 27, 10 years apart. Bernice Burgos 43. Within the 10, you get what I'm saying, Zacchaeus?
Oh yes.
And it's not even so much of them being within the 20. They're in the 10 up and 10 down of each other. Mm-hmm. This is what happens when mothers have their daughters at like 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This is why they get the age that they are. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now, for the everyday woman, what are you looking for in the dating world? And yes, this is not a majority. This is a minority. What are you looking for in the dating world? Because yes, you can run into each other's men based off where you're looking, based off your criteria. So yes, I conclude in my final thought that the older woman and the younger woman are in the same dating pool and they don't even know it.
Wow. The same dating pool. Wow.
Could there be jealousy much? That could arise. We don't want that to happen, but that could arise.
Possibly because if they're competing,
mm-hmm.
and let me tell you something, and us men, we look at the looks.
Yeah.
But they got some beautiful late women in their late 40s, beautiful 50. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They got some beautiful women, of course, in their younger ages, they're beautiful too. So between those two ages, a lot of beautiful women. So, and it's a competition. Listen, they got some guys just like yourself that like older women. They like the older women vibe. They don't mind that. They like that. And they got the guys that be like, no, I ain't. They got some guys that be like, I ain't going with somebody that old.
Right.
I mean, they'd be like your age, and they'd be like, I'll go with somebody that's maybe at least 30, a few years younger. Some guys like women that's younger than them,
Yeah, I'll go younger too. But the point I was making was, is that I had a range, still have a range. My range is more respectable 25, now.
50.
Well, I don't know if I'm still looking at 50, but I'm saying back then, when I was on the dating sites, yes, that's what I was looking at.
Right.
Now, if I want a kid, I can't go 50.
No, you can't. You got to go younger.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to go like 32, 29.
Right.
32.
35 is still good.
35 is still good. 35 is still good.
Yeah.
34, good age.
Mm-hmm.
32. In the early 30s, mid to early 30s. If you want a baby.
Right.
You want a baby? Mid to early 30s. Anything older, like 30, that's pushing it. 38 is pushing it. 40 is pushing it. It's like, but early 30s is is the best. In late 20s, early 30s is good. Yeah.
Right. But I still live by the 10 up, 10 down theory. Mm-hmm. So 10 up, 10 down, 10 up, 10 down puts me at 27 being the youngest, 47 being the oldest.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, I'm going to be 37 in a couple months. Really 46, 26. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we talking 10 under, 10 up. So, yeah. But there are men who are just like me, who have the 10 up, 10 down, dating age in theory. So I mean, the point. I think the overall point, and I know I said that was my final thought, but I'm gonna stop it, and I'm gonna let Zacchaeus close the show. The point I was making was the question I asked you in the beginning was, should they be concerned? Not if they are concerned. Let me explain why I asked that question. Because older women value things that men don't value the same in terms of a wife. Older women feel because they live longer, have had more experience, and have more money that they still don't want to spend once they get with a guy.
Right.
That they think that's supposed to qualify them more to be a wife. It does not. And they think that they are superior to the younger women. This is why they don't think they're in competition. And that's why they're not concerned. They will only be concerned when they finally realize what the men that they want is actually looking for.
Right.
Because they're not even asking those men.
No, they're not. No.
They think they're entitled to those men because of their age group. Right. You are not entitled to any man.
Right.
And fellas, you're not entitled to any woman. You already know that. You already understand competition. Men already understand that we're in competition to get the wife that we want. This is why you hear the term, she's a good woman. That guy had to take her off the market.
Right.
The dating market, the sexual marketplace, the dating market, that's what we mean by the market.
Right.
And that is competition because we want that woman. Mm-hmm. We want that, not any woman, we want that great woman.
Right.
And we understand competition between us, but we already understand what it is that's being asked of us and what we need to do and what we need to quote unquote bring to the table, because they always asking that. Then when you ask them what they bring to the table, they say, I am the table.
Right.
I beg your pardon.
The heck are you talking about?
Yes.
You are no table. And if you are a table, then what I have, you can't hold up.
Yes.
Checkmate.
They
you have the floor, Zacchaeus.
When it comes down to, women don't like to be asked that at all. I mean, men don't like to be asked that either. What you bring to the table?
But we understand it. We understand it. Why they ask that. We understand it. But women, some women, I have to say some women don't like that because they feel that I'm the woman. I'm the prize. I'm your woman. Mm-hmm.
So
say it again.
You're the man. You're supposed to lay the foundation. You're supposed to cover me. You're supposed to bring the security to me. So therefore, why are you asking me what am I bringing to the table? And some women think, younger women, older women, especially the older ones, they think like that off the bat, like, we're not supposed to be bringing anything to the table because you're the man. You have the foundation. You're supposed to have the foundation. You're supposed to bring stuff to the table, and I'm supposed to be by your side. You're supposed to cover me, bring security. They always talk about security.
Mm-hmm.
The one that they like the cushion.
Yeah,
that comfortable cushion. They want to be They like to be comfortable cushion. So this is why some women stay with the man with the bag, because they want to be comforted. They want to be comfortable. Understand that. But, and I have to say, they go about it the wrong way. They just focus on that and that alone. And And that's it. They ended with that. Just focus on that and that alone. And that's where they mess up all the time. When you focus on that and that alone, you should not focus on the bag. The bag is gonna get there, and it's a worry. It's a worry for the man that have the bag, because he don't know if you're gonna leave him when let's say he come in there's people that have bumps on the road. I don't know if you're gonna leave me now, because I know I'm bringing you in my life, and I don't know if you're gonna leave me. I don't know that. But when it comes to competition, and it comes to dating older women now, older women have standards. They already been through the storm. They already been through the experiences. So they're not trying to hear any. They're not concerned with unless they're single, unless it depends on the situation. It always depends on the situation, but they're not really trying to be concerned with the younger woman, what she's doing. Not really. You've been through, and when you went through a lot in your life, and you went through a lot of turmoils in your life, you went through a lot of drama in your life, you've been married before, had children, grown children already. You're not even thinking about that. That's my final thought for the night. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I just thought of something.
Yeah.
I want to leave this with the ladies. Yeah. Because I love y'all. Every last one of y'all. Don't get it twisted. I do. Mm-hmm. Ladies, if we're not shaming you for wanting provision and protection, but you will not get that if, number one, you're not a wife. Number two, you don't have respect. And number three, if you don't have appreciation.
Hello. At the bottom. Yep.
You got to have those three things if you want protection and provision, because protection and provision is for wives.
Wives. Hello.
Wives.
That's what the Bible says. He who finds a wife
finds a good thing. And obtains favor from the Lord. And that's for both of y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Both the husband and the wife will obtain favor from the Lord when married. Yes. So, but you got to have respect and you got to have appreciation.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think that's a lot to ask for if you're asking for what you're asking for. Okay.
Not a lot.
Because we'll give you that, but we're gonna give that to what's gonna treat us the best.
Yes,
it's in the treatment.
Yes.
Who do you think you are that you could be with a man and disrespect him and he still come home to you and pay every bill? What? Send your behind back to the streets.
Like I said before, it all boils down to character. He's not going to bend backwards or go beyond the call of duty if you have a nasty attitude.
Oh.
A pompous, arrogant, entitled attitude. He's not going to bend backwards for you. Matter of fact, especially if he's not married to you, he's gonna be looking elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So character and self-respect, it goes a long way.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Zacchaeus, where can they reach you, man?
You can reach me at Zacchaeus Music on Instagram, Wayne Backus Gospel on Instagram, also Wayne Backus 2 on Facebook. Yeah, Wayne Backus 167 on Facebook. Also on TikTok, Wayne Zacchaeus Backus on TikTok as well.
Yeah. Y'all can reach me at the Fifth General, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's it. This was a great episode. We're going to see y'all next time on another episode of Mrs. Z and Fifth.
Yes.
Peace. Take care, y'all.